Hey guys, it's Timmy here, and welcome back to Shindo. Today, I'm going to be going over all the codes currently within the game. Currently, there is only 2 codes, so it really won't take that long. But then after that, I'm going to go into some talks on the current update and how I feel about it. I feel like I just don't want to make a whole video on it, so if you want to see that, stay tuned. If not, we're going to get straight into the codes. But before that, please do make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because it helps me out a lot, and it shows that you want to be a part of the channel, and it welcomes you to the Fusion Army. Be sure to just let me know what you thought about the video, and let me know some videos that you want me to do. Now, let's get right into the code. So, first off, if you don't actually know how to put in a code, all you have to do is go to the main menu, hit the up arrow once, hit edit, and then right here, you can put in the codes. The first code, as you can see, I just used it. It gives me 200 spins. It is Pray for Update. Now, you may have seen this around because it's been around for a while, except for it only is just now usable. It gives you 200 spins, so pretty solid amount of spins, if I do say so myself. 200 is a pretty hefty amount, but is it enough after a whole week of waiting? Basically, like, what, 1 to 2 weekends of no updates? Like, nah, they probably should have done more, but Rel is just weird lately. I don't know why they did that. But anyways, the next code is really huge. I feel like it does kind of make up for it. So let's get right into it. It is a 20k RellCoins code. As you can see, my RellCoins just went up by 20. Let me actually put the dot here. As always, ignore the dot, obviously. But its update is here. The here is caps, and the I is capitalized, and the U is capitalized. So be very careful, but you can put that in there, and it's going to give you 20k RellCoins, which is not bad. Not bad. It's not enough to really get you anything in the RellCoin shop, but it's going to get you somewhere. I think you might be able to get something in there if you get something pretty cheap, but it isn't going to get you anything too crazy. But yeah, that's basically all the codes for this video. It's really quick, really simple, and if I helped you out, please do drop a like and subscribe. But for everybody that is still left around, let's go ahead and head into the game, and I'm going to talk about the current update. Let's get right into it. Okay, guys, as you can see, I'm in the game. I'm going to equip my sword real quick because it doesn't look as good without my sword. But anyways, we're going to talk about the update. So if you want to hear me blabber and rant, well, feel free to stick around. But if not, you can click off. Also, as always, if you want to just copy and paste the codes, they are in the description. I forgot to mention that. I always put them in the description. So, yeah, there you go. But as for the update, let's talk about that. So, they added a couple new bloodlines, and I actually ended up buying, guess who? Guess what? I bought the Scorpion bloodline. Thing is every move is expensive as crap. 2 million, 2 million, 1 million, 500,000. So, like, it's pretty pricey. And then this, I've heard is like 10 million, but I haven't actually seen for myself. But if that's true, that is like meaning like 15 million just to have Doku Scorpion if you can get it. So like that is absolutely insane. Obviously you have to pay to get Doku Scorpion because I'm pretty sure it's a variant. So yeah, actually no, you don't have to pay for it. There's a chance you can get it in the shop just by spinning and whatnot. But I did end up paying for it because I was really trying to make a video on it fast. Thing is just no. Just no. Leveling it up is already hard enough, but then the Ryo is insane. I saw my Ryo videos skyrocket in views lately. And it's mainly just because, like, literally everyone needs Ryo now. Even I needed Ryo. And it's gotten way more in demand. Every way that I showed in my other videos are still the ways I do now. And it's still basically the best thing that you can do. So my newest video on how to get Ryo is still not outdated. You can still use it. But it's only going to help you so much. It's still going to be quite the grind. I haven't even got my thing maxed and been able to unlock all the moves and modes yet. But maybe eventually I will and I can showcase it in some ways. Let me know if you want to see that at least. I know some other people have already done it, but maybe I can do it. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, I mean, honestly, they made everything way harder. Way harder. Also, did you guys notice they removed the bridge overhang? I'm kind of sad about that. Like, I was kind of attached to that. Like, I had done so many things on the top of the roof of that bridge, but it's no longer here. They removed it, which makes me kind of sad. But not only that, wasn't there a bridge down here? Where'd it go? Oh yeah, there it is. But like, they don't have the roof on this stuff. They don't have the roof on either of them. They just removed them, and it's really upsetting. They still haven't fixed the NPCs floating around like gray boxes for some reason. Don't ask me why. It's been like that for like 6 months, and I just don't even pay attention anymore. But yeah, they're just floating gray character boxes now. And that needs to be fixed. I don't know why they haven't. Another thing that did bug me, I don't know when it actually happened, but it had to have been like the last month or two, was right now if I was to equip this move, and let's just say I equipped an auto dodge, right? Now I cannot do a double auto dodge. So like, let's just say I do my missed auto dodge. As you can see, there's a cooldown on my Bankai auto dodge down here. That annoys me. Like, they have nerfed my loadout so hard. They nerfed the speed of a tailed spirit. Like, if I was to go my max tailed spirit, let me go to my 6 paths. It is now incredibly slower. This is me sprinting. Now, it may seem kind of fast, but it used to be quicker. It used to be much quicker in speed. And I used to use it all the time. But it's been nerfed. They nerfed Riser's damage a while back, making people think Bankai's better, which is sad. They made Mist, like I said, you can't even use the Mist like auto dodge anymore because now it just ruins your Riser or Akuma auto dodge. Thing is, they're just trying to make people not rely on auto dodges as much, which I get, but like at the same time, now there's like these really OP bloodlines coming out, and auto dodges are almost useless against them. My old loadout, it just got completely obliterated. Like, there's just not much good left there anymore. The damage isn't that high. You can't even evade attacks much. Really, there's not a whole lot going for my old loadout that used to be unstoppable. Like, I never lost with it. But after they updated the combat system, I completely lost, and there's no way to fix it. They also added companions, which I didn't really like, for various reasons. They're just kind of OP, I'm not gonna lie. They may not seem OP, but I've had myself get, like, stun locked in a PvP battle because someone will use it perfectly, like a Jokai combo. It's nuts. Like, they'll start getting a bunch of clones on you. That way you can't move, and they'll constantly stun you. And then, I know Jokai can't do that, but you know what I mean. Like Vine, for instance. They'll use clones with that, and then they'll actually stick you, and then they'll also have a companion hitting you at the same time, and at that point, they're already summoning a multi-shadow clone jutsu, and they just got so much that's constantly spamming on you. It's nuts. And they also added hand signs to a lot of moves. Luckily, it's not this auto dodge, but let's say a lot of the attacks, there is now tons of hand signs, which makes it way harder in combat. It may seem fast, but in combat, those couple seconds are a lot, and they just made everything so much more nerfed. It's sad. It is genuinely sad what they did to Shindo. And then now, it's so much harder to even like unlock the moves for the bloodlines. Like, I see what they're doing, but they didn't make it that easy. Not to mention they removed story missions, which is actually a really cool thing. Like, I actually really like story missions, but they removed it. And I think they had the right idea because they added bosses, but it's literally just the same bosses from the story missions, except for there's no longer like little guys before it, which is kind of stupid. Plus, they added a cooldown. Like, I like the idea of fighting bosses, but the cooldown part is kind of just upsetting. And it doesn't give that much XP. It's really just not overall doing the job. They need to add another way to get XP. Hopefully they will. Overall, though, they have just made Shindo so much harder, and you could just tell the update was not this big as the previous updates because most people were really bummed out. Like, it went up to 60, 70k players, immediately dipped to like 30 to 40 so fast, and it's been going further and further down. Normally, Shindo's updates would get even higher than that, but this update was just not it, and especially after like a week of waiting, it's just disappointing. It is genuinely just disappointing where Shindo has went lately. And I'm not trying to say it's the worst game in the world, because obviously it's not. Like, I like Shindo, but Rel really needs to do something new. I almost feel like this was an easy way out. Like, they're trying to keep people playing more, but they just don't want to add new stuff that changes the game up. Like, when I say changing the game up, I don't mean just another bloodline. I mean, like, actually adding something that just completely changes the core of the game. Not to a way that everybody's gonna be mad, but just in a way that's more fun. Like, I suggested in a community post, should we do a skill tree? What about just doing, like, more boss quests, more quests in general, more world building? Stuff that makes the world feel more alive so we have more to do. And everybody seemed to be all for that. I also asked, should they go for more of a Naruto-style game or more of just whatever they want kind of game? Most people said they wanted just more of a Naruto-style game, which isn't a surprise. Shindo Life started off as Shinobi Life, which was all a Naruto game. But they've slowly became less and less that. But at the same time, they still do Naruto stuff, and the entire game is based on, not Shindo, but Naruto villages. Like, Their game is, at its core, is based on Naruto, but they're trying to be something else, and it's really weird. I don't know what's happening with that. It's like they're very conflicted on what they want to be, and that's really all there is to it. Like, it's weird what they're doing. It's like they don't have a complete, clear idea of what they want to do with Shindo. And it's like I can understand that to a certain extent, because, you know, they've been doing this for so long. They probably want to do something different than just Naruto, but it's really not doing the best for them. Either way, they can do whatever they want, and the game's still going to do good, because there's just a huge fan base, obviously. Like, Bro is huge. But I feel like there's a lot more they could do to actually retain players. And like me, for example, I don't play this game much, but not because it's bad. It's just there's nothing to do, and I don't really care. Like, I don't really care about any of the new Bloodlines coming out, because why should I? Even if they're really OP, why should I care? Like, PvP? Okay. But then in the next week, we're going to drop another big Bloodline that's going to be even stronger. There's no balance here anymore, hardly. Honestly, I don't really like where Shindo's win. It's become less balanced. There's not really a whole lot to do, in my opinion. Like, they need to add more stuff to do. It's gotten way worse. It's gotten way worse. And that's why I've been kind of moving away from Shindo, as a lot of you guys know. But that's going to be about it for this video, I guess. We talked about the codes, and I talked about my feelings on the update. Let me know what you guys thought about the update. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Fusion Timmy, signing out.
I've never felt like